Hello everybody and welcome, at long last, welcome to Man the Guns. I'm joined by Addaway. I'm Count Christo, in case you weren't familiar. I'm very excited.
I'm joined by player.
You are indeed.
That's who I'm joined by.
I didn't set my name, because I've just done a fresh install of the game. I'm here, player versus Addaway.
Yes, the match to end all matches.
It's been a while since I stood in a crowded room in Stockholm and cheered when they announced Fuel. But it was the loudest cheer of PDXCon. It was a great moment. It really kind of exemplified PDX fans that was what got the biggest cheer at the whole conference.
I mean, it's gonna be like Fuel is gonna.
It's amazing. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna like transform a lot of stuff.
It's gonna be oh baby. So, we began our, professional relationship with a head-to-head multiplayer in Hearts of Iron way back in the day. So
it was like 2 years ago now.
It was a long freaking time ago.
Like 2 years ago.
So we're going to continue with another one. United States versus UK. Obviously the US has a larger potential industry, but we'll see how this plays out. We're not... Sorry, good.
I had some thoughts on how it's going to play out. Because the challenge for me as Britain is that, regards to the Navy, I've got to build up a Navy to defeat Germany and one to defeat you eventually.
Yeah, so you're going to have huge threat from German raiders and then huge threat from my carrier task forces.
Exactly.
So it's very different things you're going to be facing. Although, of course, what are the Germans going to be raiding? It's not like you're going to have American oil imports. So we're on the loading screen because I just wanted to show off the new custom games rules thing. Can you open the custom games rules thing?
I can't. I'm not host, so I cannot.
You'll all just have to come over to my channel instead then. Not that we even know if Addaway's going to upload these. But we've buffed the Soviets just to make things a bit more interesting in Europe, because I feel like, although the Germans might have been really nerfed by the introduction of fuel, we'll see. But I think a strong third block against us in the Soviets seems fun. We've left all these other things, which many things you can change. Like I can make it so anyone can fabricate war goals anytime. I can make it so anyone can fabricate them at 50% or 75% or 25% or only focus war goals, no justification. There's loads of different stuff you can do.
I really want to play in a multiplayer where they set war goals to like free for all.
Yeah, it would be exciting.
Hilarious.
There's a lot of potential for multiplayer chaos that we will definitely get into, but for this campaign, we're just going to keep it all standard. This is both of our first experience properly playing Man the Guns anyway. Historical focuses are on just to make it a bit more predictable. Rock and roll. Let's do it. Let the bell toll.
We're not having German Kaiser or Austria-Hungary.
I believe on historical, there is 0% chance of the AI picking that option, yeah. So, not today. Server is up.
Right.
Oh, look, the fleets! The fleets look new. God.
There's literally so much stuff to process.
An unbelievable quantity. So, we should confess, we have actually loaded Man the Guns before, quite a bit.
Yes.
But professionally, rather than for playing. So we haven't
I think, to be honest, viewers, you should be incredibly impressed that we've got to the day of the press builds coming out and avoided actually playing a multiplayer in Man the Guns, as we could have done like 3 weeks ago. It's
true. We have been extremely... Addaway, he nearly did. He nearly started playing and I persuaded him. I told him, no, hold off. Well, it'll be more fun if our first experience is in the full press build, which of course we should mention we have been generously given by the wonderful Paradox. All right, so US versus UK. We should have a couple of rules. Like, how about no war with each other until at earliest Germany has gone to war with Poland.
Early? I was thinking until Germany and Japan have been capitulated.
Oh really?
Well, maybe not Japan, but...
I don't know. That seems... I mean, you'd be doomed. because I'm like a late game behemoth. I'd expect you to want to kind of take me out.
Well, my only hope is that I can conquer enough of Europe that I can be as much of a late game behemoth as you are.
Alright, well, how about we make it 41, so we actually put a clock on you.
Okay, alright.
And And I'm going to try, and we've both got new focus trees, of course. Yours is,
oh god, yeah.
Yours is about half new, I think.
It's massive.
It's freaking
gigantic.
They're both freaking huge. They're so cool. So I need to. I mean, how do I not go America first? Really? it's got to be done, right? Do you have a plan for your political alignment?
I think I'm going to go bring back Edward VIII and be the
the King's Party.
Is that non-aligned?
It's non-aligned, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to interfere with me justifying. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, you could go motion of no confidence, which gives you war goal justification at like 30% world tension or something.
Yeah, but that's democratic though.
If you let Churchill. Well, you could go black shirts.
I might have to go black shirts.
All right. Here's my prediction. I fiddled around with the black shirt mechanics a little bit to take a couple of screenshots. You're gonna cause a civil war. I guarantee it. You need to be careful using the black shirts. Not that I'd mind if you had a civil war, because I'm very likely to have a civil war too.
Oh yeah.
I think that is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do.
I mean, I definitely want to do the Imperial Federation. I think.
Oh,
that's different part of the tree. That's fine. It's way down here. The thing I'm curious about is like, is there any scenario where decolonization is a good
If you're communist, it's non-optional. But apart from that, I think
you do get stuff for it, but
you get manpower and things, and you creating like, let's say Tanzania, for example. Tanzania as a state for you has one building slot. It's worthless. Tanzania as an independent nation gets 9 factories from focuses, and then will produce troops and fight for you because they're in the Allies.
Yeah.
So they're good in that sense. Plus, it means they're just kind of using up their manpower as well. They can use their manpower far more effectively if you decolonize.
Oh wow! So me going a changing course gives me both fascism and communism support and unaligned support.
And then you're gonna have to basically pick what you do with it. So, I think in order to re-establish the gold standard, I need Roosevelt to not be in charge. So I think I have to wait until my election before I can actually do anything. We're obviously going to spend quite a while looking at the map.
There's so much stuff to look at.
We'll do a long first episode. So I have a Congress. Which is interesting. I can do lobbying.
I can't wait until a modder gives that to the UK. I really want that mechanic.
That would be
in the UK.
It would be very cool. They should just. I mean, I think maybe Paradox themselves will do this. If not, a modder. Every country. Just give every country enough.
I expect they will do at some point in the future, at least for Britain.
And then, like, your level of house support affects your stability and war support levels and things like that.
Yeah,
that would be very cool. Because obviously Germany would have like 95% or maybe 100%, but you could make it, rather than just like member of the NSD. Is it NSDP?
The German Nazi Party.
Yeah.
NSDAP.
NSDAP. That's right. I knew there was an extra letter.
Deutsche.
So I can do.
I'll go changing course. I suppose I'll get cracking down the political tree. I think
I can grant statehood to Alaska. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you can.
So I get cores, and the senators that the new states get initially support the government, but it takes political power. That's interesting.
Why does me reinforcing the empire give if decolonization is something achieved in 2 years, becoming communist?
Because if you reinforce the empire, then decolonizing is no longer an option. So it's just warning you.
Yeah, I don't want to be communist.
We can do it. We can do something communist in the next one, maybe.
I am going to. I'll go for the changing course as first focus because I've got no idea what to do. So I guess we'll just go with that.
I have no. That's really weird. I hadn't noticed that. My industrial tree and my political tree are the same. Oh yeah, new technology. So I guess I'm going to go immediately with like war planning focuses, which is feels a bit odd to do that like first.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can get base war support from Selective Training Act. Okay.
Wow.
It's very interesting.
These fuel refining tech are going to be valuable.
Yeah, for sure.
Each one's 20% extra fuel per oil.
So how much fuel do you produce at the moment without without anything else? You know, what's your current daily gain?
I produce. Well, I don't know if this is because we're not paused, but we're paused. 681
I produce 9,700
a day.
But my navy could at most consume double that. So
My
even as the
impression from playing around with both Britain and the US with their fleets for screenshots and stuff was that pretty much the only nation that doesn't have to worry about fuel is America. Like because the potential fuel reserves that you can amass at America is just like absurd.
I feel like the Soviets must be able to do something pretty close.
Yeah, but the Soviets don't have a fleet. Really.
It's true.
So, like,
it's true.
But they're not a major naval power.
But I've never used a big air force in fiddling around.
True.
So...
No, I haven't either. Because even I know for the British, because your fleet is like so massive, you have a very high demand for fuel, and you don't have the US's ridiculous reserves.
I feel like maybe my first step should be to take no focus for a while, so that I can get a silent workhorse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to begin with, because the US starts with only gaining 1.15 political power a day before focus. Oh, look at these new ships.
So I have an initial thing I might do with ships, which is I'm interested in the deck conversions to aircraft carriers.
Oh yeah.
And I looked, and you can change cruisers into carriers if you want.
We're going to produce a lot of these, viewers. So there's obviously going to be a certain amount of talking, but I think we should definitely do a certain degree of mystery as well. Like, I'm not going to tell you that I'm planning on producing lots of these, using this a heavy investment in this. I'm thinking these plus this could do pretty well.
This is my concern. My concern is that I've got to try and gear my navy new to Germany, and you don't, because I'll kill Germany, hopefully. So all you have to focus on is building a navy it's building a navy to defeat Japan and me. But
I mean, that's pretty.
You need a lot of ships, but your requirements are the same. So your research priorities and so on are the same to fight both me and Japan.
It's true. I think though
I've got.
I mean, obviously, it's so difficult to say at this stage, but I really don't know what you would need for that kind of thing, for fighting Germany or fighting me.
Well, I mean, I only say simply because I presume Germany are going to build lots of submarines. So, like, my fleet for facing them is emphasis on defeating submarines and raiders, whereas for you fighting me and Japan, both their fleets in being. The capital fleets you've got.
But you know, even with a decisive capital fleet victory of you over me, or me over you, both of us would then need to defeat the other one's raiding fleets, whatever they may be, before you could possibly launch any kind of land invasion. Because any land invasion is going to need supply, which is going to require a colossal supply route across the Atlantic, which is just going to be murder for whichever of us ends up trying to invade the other. It's going to be very interesting. Why can't I don't seem to be able to... Oh, there we go.
So, something that pleases me immensely is that the new guns, they're not just like medium guns or heavy guns. It says the actual size of the caliber of shell they are.
Oh yeah, I knew you'd like that.
Which I adore. I don't know what I'm going to need.
It's very tricky. Oh, have you seen new fire control stuff in the electronics engineering tree? Fire control modules. Yes. Yeah.
Let's research sonar.
You're going to straight away research sonar.
Well, there's like 20 options of what I can do. I've just plunked one of them.
The other thing that we could do that's interesting is, you know, are you going to go heavy ships? Are you going to go smaller ships? You know, because if I focus on designing big armor-piercing guns, and you've got all these little ships, then I'll just be useless. You know, if you take out my screens and then launch a wave of torpedoes, it won't matter how many battleships I have.
Yeah, so that's the danger you've got with fighting Japan, is that Japan has got a national spirit that means that you cannot protect fully against their torpedoes. They will get through, some of them.
Yeah.
Are
you going to switch doctrine?
Oh, I don't know actually. I am actually not going to research sonar. It's a lie.
Oh, the naval doctrines have changed. They now all have quite significant carrier bonuses.
Where am I going? I'm research. I'm so lost without coloured buttons. Never hit the right tab.
Oh right, yeah, and amphibious tanks. Those will be useful for actual player naval invasion. It's been a while since I've launched a naval invasion against a player, I must say.
I suspect I will.
Doing this immediately seems good.
Oh yeah, I could switch to base strike, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it'll be.
I think the only way I can play this now is that now that we don't know there's no meta that we can recognise anymore with regard to the naval side. So the only way I can think to play it is if I am actually what I would use to fight World War II if it were historical, because I've got nothing to go on anymore. So carriers are good.
Carriers are good, but you start with a huge raft of large ships. Oh god, I don't have 1936 battleships.
I have 15 heavy ships.
I think I'm going to need to invent battleships right out of the gate, just so that I can actually produce them in time for the war. Yeah. Remember, you can spend XP on stuff now, and you can exercise fleets and planes.
That fuel cost.
Well, issue for some. Well, it depends. When are you going to start building a fuel reserve? And are you? Because I don't think I need to.
The silos are pretty good because each silo gives you 100,000 capacity of fuel. So like, me building one silo now is going to like increase my fuel capacity by almost a third. Actually, over a third, more than a third.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And they're 5,000 cost compared to 10,800 for a civvy. So they're half the price of a civvy.
Yeah.
So I think like I'd be tempted to go for it quite early because like if I get a big stockpile cap, I then haven't got to import loads. I'm going to build up a massive stockpile.
Yeah. So I think because I don't think I need to stockpile at all. So I'm going to be using all my fuel to like do massive training exercises and that kind of thing. Is my plan.
Yeah.
What am I going to produce right at the start? I guess I should at least begin. Yeah, something like this. Building a couple of planes. Start getting some efficiency. I think I also need to build a lot of infantry equipment because I might well have a civil war.
Why is the British carrier naval bomber called the Sharp? Like it's the Swordfish. It's the same plane. They used it on land and at sea. Yeah.
Oh really? That's interesting.
Yes, sir. I want a mod that changes that one thing.
I want a mod that gets rid of all historical names. It just calls everything Fighter 1, Fighter 2, Fighter 3, Fighter 4.
One thing I do like is you can now change the names of the ships before they're built.
Oh yeah, and you can give them like mission, groups. Like okay, this is a main gun ship. This is a escort ship. This is a convoy destroying ship. Stuff like that. All right, are you ready to unpause?
I am not quite, but I've got to sign my factories and that's it basically.
Sure, fair. No hurry. Oh right, yeah, I might be having a civil war. I should probably build all my factories in the south. One of the interesting things with the American Congress thing is you have to promise a senator you'll build factories in his state, and then you have to actually do it within a certain time. And...
Pork barrel politics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like being in A-level history, A-level politics all over again. I have so many ships queued up at the start of the game to build. Like there's loads of different kinds of destroyers and submarines.
Yeah,
and,
I'm just gonna let them all finish building. I've just maxed out the investment on each of them, and then I'll just let them all pile into Pennsylvania, basically. New repair stuff as well is going to be really interesting. So I don't know what kind of class of ship that's going to, or builds that's going to favor, but I don't know. I think that's going to make armor on your ships very valuable because you want to not take damage, even if you like lose the fight. If you can damage some enemy ships and get out, then you're in a good way.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I'm going to begin. It looks like I can go to war with Mexico in 3 focuses. So I'm going to try and do that. Because why not? But that can't be right, can it? Can I really? I mean, I have it unlocks decision, execute war plan green, but I bet that decision requires...
Yeah, it'll have prerequisites, I expect. The other thing now, you know how like the start of any game is Britain, you just like call back your entire fleet to port.
That's going to use all his fuel,
You now can't do that because it uses fuel.
Oh, are you going to stay on the naval treaties? It's going to be a question.
See, I was thinking about this earlier, actually. Knowing we were going to play this. My logic is, like, historically, the naval treaties were Britain agreed to them because it didn't have the ability to keep competing with America.
Yeah.
On a free thing.
Yeah.
So if I abandon the treaties and therefore allow you to be free, like, you'll be able to build more than I can. Because you have more depth cards than me.
Yeah. Also, if you abandon them, it's much, much cheaper for me to do so.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with them.
Thereby kind of forcing me to, because I produce so little political power. That's a good point. I physically cannot withdraw from the naval treaties unless somebody else does. Because
a decision, yeah.
I don't no, not just as a decision, but because it costs more political power than I can generate before the conference ends.
Oh right, yeah, 120 days.
Yeah, so and I'm going to make.
I see.
I'm going to make 130 by then.
It tells me we are currently between 90 and 100% of Britain in capital ship.
Interesting. I get that, but it makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, Britain and America are at parity.
Yeah.
In capital ship tonnage.
What's your
3/5?
What's your actual numbers? I'm prepared to share intel on actual. I have three carriers, 15 heavy ships, 27 cruisers, 113 light hulls, and 71 submarines.
I have 5 carriers, 15 heavy ships, 47 cruisers, 128 light hulls, and 42 submarines.
That's a lot of screens. You got a crap ton of cruisers.
Raw navy, baby. But the thing is, I've got like spread it like.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's the problem that the Navy face at this point is that like the British Empire is massive.
Yeah.
And they need ships everywhere. That's why we've got so many cruisers.
They say the sun never sets on it.
Still doesn't.
It's true.
Got to love those Pitcairn Isles in the Pacific. Keep us into the game.
All right. Should we unpause?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on if you build anything in Newfoundland.
Really?
I think you building an airbase in Newfoundland would be considered an act of war.
Oh my god, I've got to reorganize all my task forces.
I'm just bringing everyone home, and I'm gonna do it from there. Because you'll use fuel, but the point is, like, unless you're planning on stockpiling from now, I think basically you only need to begin worrying about fuel a little way in.
Chris, I legit couldn't do it. Like, I produce. Okay, I'm now gaining 1.3 thousand a day. I have 75,000 stockpiled fuel. My navy maximum consumption is 22,000 a day. I'd run out before they got home.
They might use less moving than performing missions.
They still use a lot. Trust me.
Yeah.
The only good thing is with the ships is that fuel magically transports to ships when they're in the ocean. Like,
are you sure?
If you have fuel. Yeah, they refuel whilst they're at sea.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they have fuel tankers going back and forth then. I wonder if you can raid the connection between a fleet and its port. Like if it's on a mission.
I think it's just magic. I don't think it actually travels there in any meaningful way.
Okay. But if a fleet is based out of a port and it's using fuel, you can raid the fuel going from the home supply base to that port. So like if you had ships based out of Malaya, I could raid the fuel before it got there.
Okay. So the fuel does go to the ports and then.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so glad they've got like the naval theatres now, though.
Oh yeah, very cool. It's gonna make your life a lot easier.
It is, and I can I can RP the actual stations.
Yeah.
This is the home fleet.
Nice. My entire fleet is exercising off the eastern seaboard. God, some of these battleships are big. They've made them bigger, I swear. That looks so cool. Those massive guns.
I have too many active task force in the.
Oh, you're in trouble if you don't exercise your fleet.
Really? Is it a lot of Navy XP?
2.2 daily.
Of naval XP?
Yes.
That's so broken. That's immediately broken.
I mean, you got to use it for research and things now. So.
Yeah, but like you're been a blitz through doctrine. I can't exercise my fleet. Like.
You can exercise parts of it.
I can. Let's see. I'll take out.
It only uses what looks like 1/3. Maybe slightly more than 1/3.
I've brought out part of my fleet to exercise. I'm gaining 0.5 a day.
I mean, that's not bad.
And I'm losing fuel by 1,000 a day already. Like,
that's pretty bad.
The thing is, exercising it is only going to be viable if I'm not like losing fuel whilst I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna.
But you can import. You can import oil. Fine American oil available for import.
Well, I get it from somewhere else.
I mean, you should get it from me though.
Why?
Because it'll help my economy.
I'll get it from some AI who will be easy to kill.
All right, let's try out air experience. Oh, this is much more reasonable. 0.03.
I just knew that like the never would just be completely broken. It's like air experience when you do volunteers.
It is pretty ridiculously powerful sometimes. Maybe that's changed. We'll have to see. We will learn.
We will learn. Let's go. Just carry on.
Oh, so like exploits stuff wise, we should do no like nothing basically. I mean, seems fair. No, nothing that seems really dodgy.
No, yeah.
Seems reasonable to me. I mean, I'm sure that was assumed anyway.
Demand reduced Dutch trade with Germany.
You can already do that, can you?
I can do it. I don't know if they'd accept.
I think it's a pull-push thing. It's not like they accept or refuse. It's if one person puts much more pressure than the other, they win.
It costs 10 political power. Let's do it.
I bet the next one costs more.
Let's see what happens. Oh no, this is the hideous Allied radio songs. I must not have turned them off.
Oh, I shouldn't have put these all to deploy in Pennsylvania. I should send them to Battleships Battle Force, which is the name of my training thing, apparently.
Oh, so many stuff to sort out.
So many stuff.
So many stuff, Christo. You wouldn't believe.
You sure it's not so much stuff?
It is so much stuff. Okay, so I can change the icons of these flotillas so I can indicate which ones are subs and which ones are. Because now, of course, like I'm not going to be just detaching all my destroyers from the main fleet.
Yeah.
They have to stay with them to provide screens, or they'll just get wrecked. Because I believe from reading the dev diaries that submarines are now supposed to be like the most powerful they've been since Hoi 4 came out.
They say the most powerful in any Hoi game.
Yeah. So. Okay, let's say that's subs because it's like a sub.
All right, so this thing, I think we should put one of these. That seems fun.
Are you designing ships?
I am. I've got 82 naval experience to buy. I think, yeah. Let's make these better. Well, I'll design one of each.
Yeah. And then change that to be this. Awesome.
This is that, which gets this symbol.
Mediterranean fleet.
It's one of those, which gets that symbol. Oh, I think I just balls. Made a mistake. I just designed a ship and then overwrote it with another design immediately.
Do any of your admirals have the trait naval lineage?
Let me check. Probably.
I hope not. I'd really enjoy that if that was a Royal Navy unique trait, but it probably isn't.
Let me take a look. Naval lineage. What does it look like? Oh, yeah, I do.
Ah.
I have one. How many admirals do you have? 1, 2, 3.
A lot.
I think I've got
I have
like
many admirals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think I have 10.
I have 10.
Oh well, there you go.
Same number.
Remilitarization of the Rhineland. You should militarily oppose that.
I can't. That's France's decision.
Oh god, I've fallen below 50% majority house support. That doesn't seem good. I had some events fire, causing problems. Maybe I should lobby? But I'd be losing political power if I was lobbying right now. Which seems bad.
Can I just merge all these task forces? Oh god, that's when I consume my fuel. Oh well. It's worth it, because like, just stupid, like, they've like 8 destroyers here and 8 destroyers here in a different task forces. Like, silly.
I'm going to standardize my infantry divisions. Oh, there's the Spanish Civil War. Not that we can do anything right now.
Hmm.
Or at least I can't.
Hideously democratic.
You might be able to send a attaché.
I cannot, because I don't have enough command power.
Fair. I can raise my command power cap with focuses, which is quite cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now we can split off. I think I'll just split it in half. I think. No, I'll split the subs off separately. Where's the button? Create a new task force.
You can also click drag.
Yeah, you can. You're right.
So does this require house support? No. But you lose a bunch of people. And then if I go America first, I get some fascism. Unlocks decision. Intimidate political opponents.
And then we'll split you in half? No. Yeah.
The Chinese Exclusion Act apparently gives
Awesome.
me 125 representatives. Oh, I can cut down on Chinese immigration, which apparently people go nuts for.
It's like you support in the
it gets me 125 seats in the House of Representatives.
What?
That's a quarter.
Is this some like statement on American politics?
Apparently.
I'm not making. Alright, okay, that's you sorted out.
Oh god, I had an accident.
What, naval accident?
A Clemson class ship took damage while training.
How much?
5.2, whatever that means. Where is he? I found him.
Okay.
The US Long.
Army's command.
The US Long took about 20.
There's a carrier out here.
I'm training with my whole fleet.
This is broken.
Alright, repair priority. Yeah.
Yeah.
High repair priority. And you can split off and repair. Let's see if he does it.
Hey, free dockyards. Cool.
Oh, what'd you get free dockyards for?
Well, they finished building.
Oh. Oh, okay. Free in that sense. I understand.
Yeah. What do I want?
How many dockyards are you going to put towards repair at most? I mean, it's going to be an interesting choice. I feel like that's a constant shifting scale. I realise after my own question is silly immediately after asking it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, right now I don't need any, do I? So
no.
None currently.
I've started with the default was 6 on mine.
So is it just like one dockyard can work on one thing at a time?
No, so you can dedicate a max number of dockyards, and it will only use those ones that it actually needs to actively repair stuff. And then each naval base has a limit to the number of repair dockyards it can deploy at once.
Right.
And you can set priorities for like where you send them. I don't know what determines the number of simultaneous repair dockyards. Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Okay, so now I can do black shirt decisions. I can.
So be careful. You've read the thing, right? Like
Which thing?
The thing in the focus. If you, or maybe it's in the the decisions thing. If your stability goes below like 50% during a Black Shirts march, you will trigger a civil war.
Right. Okay. So by doing a black shirt march in, say, London,
it gives
what?
The more expensive ones cause far larger stability hits, and you have decisions that reduce the chances of them being violent, and the more violent, the more stability hit.
Christ! So like 50% chance of gain base stability minus 44%. That's massive.
That's pretty massive.
You gain 8%. Okay, so basically, like it's a risk, basically.
Yes, but also there are measures you can take to mitigate the chance of it going to the highest level.
What are they?
Oh no, don't do this. Ah, damn it. There are other decisions, I think.
Hold anti-German speech.
Yeah, I think that one helps.
Let's do that. Let's beat up on the Germans a bit.
I think that's when the black shirts really went downhill historically, was when people started associating them with the Germans.
Yeah.
This will safeguard peace better than any super heavy battleship. That's the event I just got. Apparently we've signed some kind of treaty. I'm not sure I respect any treaties signed with my former... God, I just lost another 40 to the opposition. I only have 183 people in the house now. I need this election. So I can go to the other party. Alright. Eisenhower.
Right, inverted cruiser hull.
We'll go with Eisenhower.
Oh, well, that's a small...
Wow.
That's a small...
I was told the American leaders were overpowered. I was not lied to. Patton has 7 attack.
Wow.
That is insane. Well, if this decision does just let me go to war with Mexico, this is going to be the fastest war of the US I have ever done. It would seem a bit ridiculous if I was just able to immediately go to war with Mexico, though, surely. So I predict that's not what's going to happen, but I have to try.
Alright, let's try doing some... Oh, let's just have to build a carrier rather than trying to convert a hull. Probably.
All my air wings becoming veterans. Air XP now.
I don't think I should. I don't think I'm going to even put secondary batteries on my carriers because, like, they shouldn't be fighting with their guns.
Secondary batteries on a carrier could only fire if you had no battleship line or screen line.
Yeah, so
because they can only shoot one step. So yeah, they
so
seem
the answer is
pretty worthless.
So let's just.
God, this building in the south with the lower infrastructure hurts my soul because I know it's inefficient.
I haven't got any XP. Well, I have to exercise.
I mean, I would be if I were you.
I'm gonna have to import fuel.
From me.
I'm not importing from you.
What was the date we came up with? Let's make it June 41. Wait, when did the US historically enter the war? That's a good date. It was December 7th, 1941.
That's too much. That's too much.
A date that will live in infamy.
Still losing. So I'm losing 3,000 a day. That's a lot.
Bradley does not seem very good. Let's get rid of him.
Omar Bradley.
Yeah.
4,100.
He's a bit reckless. Mark Clark it is.
5,000. No, I don't want 88 from the Soviet Union. That's dumb.
How does that work? You know, is it telling you how many you'd need to get in order to like meet your fuel needs, or?
That's not something it does, but it should do.
I bet that would
be really
tricky.
good if there was a, yeah. Because I mean, there's a button to meet your needs for
imports.
Production.
Yeah, but it's less. I mean, that's much less complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You're right. So I'm now gaining 5.5 thousand a day, consuming 5.1 by exercising part.
Right.
I'm gaining 1.4 naval XP a day.
Pretty damn good.
I think I'm gonna have to just go with that because I'm importing like 95. No, I'm importing 72 oil.
Jeez, that's a lot of factories. I mean, can't wait a minute. You were considering import from Malaya, you madman.
I have that. I have.
Okay, good. Oh, you should pay attention to which way of the focus tree the Dutch go.
Yeah, The Malayans are the only ones that have more than 8 oil. My puppets.
The Dutch might be about to go towards their continue fighting from overseas side. So what's your...
The 8th abdication crisis.
Oh. Oh yeah, so you can trigger all kinds of stuff with that.
I can either gain stability and force him to abdicate, lose stability and increase non-aligned popularity, or lose lots of stability and increase popularity non-aligned by a lot. Well,
oh, I think War Plan Green just gives me a bonus to attack against Mexico, and that's all it does.
I think I should make him. I think I should make him abdicate because this God Save the King focus is not dependent on Edward VIII being king. So I don't want to buff the non-aligned people. So let's make him abdicate.
I mean, you're not going to go towards. If you want to go to North non-aligned, you should obviously boost. I mean, you're going
fascist.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to force him to abdicate.
Yeah, that one allows you to be fascist or non-aligned.
Let's research.
Yeah, so going... Oh, I thought of a problem. I think going black shirts might, like, make you lose your colonies.
What? Automatically?
I think they at least try to break free.
Well, damn.
We'll have to see what happens there. It might be that I get Canada. Although, again, I think I just have a war plan that helps me fight them, not actually, like, lets me attack them. So,
appeal to Imperial loyalists, allowing for the instigation of pro-British civil wars in former dominions as part of the fascistry. So, yeah, I think you might be right. Okay.
But that'd be fun, having to, you'll get lots of early wars. Which give you lots of army XP.
Okay. I'm not even producing any ships now. Okay, whoa, I've got loads of Navy experience. For the first time, we're playing in peacetime and Speed 3 themes.
I know.
Right, I was ordering a carrier. I was doing a design, wasn't I? Where's the carrier hole? There it is.
It's time for me to design a new heavy ship. God, I'm not using all my dockyards. I had to put them onto convoys while I design stuff.
Okay, so let's redo this.
Man, this is a deck space heavy carrier.
This is now a 42-minute episode, by the way.
It's a good point. We should end the episode. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you'll join us for our escapades and discoveries in Man the Guns. We'll obviously we'll not know exactly what we're doing to begin with, but we'll get there. Like me doing 3 focuses just so I could get a 10% bonus against a country that I can't declare war on. Which is great. One of the problems with the US focus tree, it gives you lots of things like this unlocks the intervention mandate decisions. Yo, what do they do? I don't know what that means.
Nobody knows.
I don't know what this means, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.